Hello, everyone. I'm the Fiery Diva, and welcome to the Hot Flash Room. Okay, who is the Fiery Diva? For those who have not heard of me, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am the Fiery Diva, born in the South, raised in the South. Yes, I am from the South. And so I do a 10-minute commentary. It's a hot flash. It gets very, very intense. Only for a few minutes, and then all of a sudden, it just goes away. Just like a hot flash. Okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, now this topic is this commentary. It's deep, ladies and gentlemen. It's deep. And it's called Prisoners on Fire. Yes, yes. And it is all about the clips because that is what gives me my charge, all right? Yeah, I look at various clips and I just take it from there. All right, so I'm not going to babble on. We're going to go all the way into this commentary today. All right. Just hold on tight here for me and let me go ahead and go into this clip. And it's very short, okay? Just a second.
Seen this story last night that 12 black men have self-immolated in a prison. We ain't seen it on TV yet, bro. I ain't seen it on nothing yet. The Conscious Leap platform was created to make sure stories like these 12 black men that's going through so much racism in their penitentiary that they willing to set themselves on fire, that should be national news. We got tired of waiting on national news. So now we get to make it. That's how I thought. Like I'm tired of waiting on you.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen. That was a story regarding 12 black men from the Red Onion Prison in Virginia. And they were so tired and so sick of racism, and they were willing to set themselves on fire. Now, I'm like, bruh, why haven't we heard about this on the national news? Okay, you won't hear anything like this on the national news, okay? Because black lives really don't matter. I mean, let's just keep it real, okay? And for those who have just came in here, this is a hot flash room, okay? It's a 10-minute commentary. Sometimes Diva gets very fired up, okay, about various topics. And sometimes she tends to go over just a little bit. But yeah, let me just start out here. Okay, when you guys see the media, of course, yes, let bruh do something wrong. Okay, he is going to be plastered all over the news. Okay, yes, everybody's news platform. You're definitely going to see what that brother did. Okay, now let me allow you guys. Let me say something to you guys, and I want you guys to do this. If you don't do anything else, please listen to the Diva on this one. Okay, Diva, I'm going to tell you what I do most of the time. I'm watching crime shows. Okay, like when I'm not busy or whatever, about to go to sleep, may not be on the phone or whatever. Okay, I'm watching crime shows, and I'm gonna tell you that's what you need to watch. Let's stop dancing. Let's stop singing for a minute. Let's cut off the entertainment. And first of all, I don't have anything against entertainment, okay? Yes, Diva loves entertainment. Absolutely. And people who know Diva know what time it is, all right? But Diva does have a serious side, ladies and gentlemen. And it's some things I know we need to get out to our community. Okay, yes. Now let's go back to these crime shows here. It looks as though that black men are the only ones that are committing horrendous crimes, doesn't it? Okay, not so much. Pay attention to the crime shows. Now, where am I going with this? Okay, now let's talk about the sentencing. Okay, yes, sentencing. I learned so much with those crime shows. Okay, for instance, and I'm not going to say the name of these crime shows. Okay, no free endorsements since they are not giving any money to the Diva. All right, then we're not going to do any free endorsements. But I challenge you guys, please pay attention to the crime shows. Okay, it was a guy. Now, pay close attention. Guy was accused of, well, he was actually, I mean, it wasn't any accusation, it was facts. He raped, ladies and gentlemen, he raped his infant daughter. Okay, yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. He was sentenced to death row. Okay, now when it goes off, right? They will show in the caption, it'll say that sentence was overturned to life without parole. Now he was sentenced to death. Okay, you'll see that more oftentimes than not when it comes to white people, white men when they commit crimes. Okay, you will see, no, they are not spending all this time in prison. Pay attention. Okay, they'll say, well, he got life without parole. But then they'll say, well, he's eligible for parole in 10 years. It was overturned. Okay, yes, so we're fighting the wrong battle. Okay, and so these men here, and this is, ladies and gentlemen, those who have just tuned in, Prisoners on Fire. Yes, 12 black men, Red Onion Prison, Virginia, set themselves on fire. Okay, now some will say, okay, where's the NAACP? Where are the HBCUs in Virginia? Okay, the NAACP. Let's just be real here. It's only so much they can do. Okay, yes. I mean, they're not going to fight too much for Black Power since it was not created by Black people. Okay, let's just be honest about that. Okay. Now HBCUs, and I'm gonna just tell you about a lot of HBCUs. I mean, they're kind of focused on education. Okay, they're not really focused on the Black Power movement and fight the power. They're not with that. I'm just going to tell you right now, and we have to look at this. We got to look at this a little deeper, ladies and gentlemen. And what it sounds like is emotional distress. I mean, psychological. It's fear, anxiety, uncertainty, sadness, uncontrollable. I mean, uncontrolled. I mean, it's so much that black men are dealing with. Okay, Diva, what makes you such an expert? Okay, who she thinks she is? Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'm from the South, and you will hear that country dialect come out every now and then. But don't get it twisted. Diva does have a radio and a television background. All right, let's just be real about it. Okay, now, here's the thing. There's nothing new under the sun. Have y'all heard that before? That is the realest and the truest that you will ever hear. There's not anything new up under the sun. Now, and where am I going with this? I want you guys to look up Margaret Garner. Look up Margaret Garner, and she was known as Peggy, but as Margaret Garner. She was enslaved, okay, as a child. She killed her own daughter and intended to kill her other three children and herself, okay, rather than to be forced back into slavery. Okay, the atrocities are so bad she couldn't take it. And so when I read this story, I was like, okay, yes, that's what these brothers are dealing with. Okay, and what are we doing, family? What are we doing, black family? We can't sit here and depend on white people to do this and to save us from this, that, and the other. It's some things that we can do to help out our family. Number one, I heard this brother years ago say this. Goodness, I can't think of his name because I talked to so many people, and I mean, I've done commentaries for quite some time. I spent a lot of my time running my mouth. But I'm gonna tell you one thing he said, and this is the God's honest truth. We have got to stop being afraid of our own people. That's what I don't go over there. I don't go on that side of town, child. Honey, these people are just like you. They're just like you, okay? They just didn't get a break like you did, okay? So we can't just throw our people away. And that's what we have done. We have thrown our brothers away. We really have. We disrespect them. There's so many things that we do, and we have got to stop that, okay? We've got to stop that mess, as Big Mama and them used to say, cut that mess out, okay? And shame on you, okay? For acting like that, okay? And thinking you so much better. And you sitting up here bragging about all the stuff you have, okay? Yeah, and them other people laughing at you because you don't know what real wealth is. No, you don't know what real wealth is. And, oh, well, they just jealous of me. They just jealous of me. Okay, really? Okay, well, if they knew what Diva knew, okay, if they know what Diva know, black folks wouldn't be jealous of other black people. That's real talk. Okay, where am I going with this? First of all, we don't even know what real wealth is. No, just going and getting some name brand purses and shoes and things like that. that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Okay, yes, that's material. Okay, now for you, and I know you guys probably have, you've been to a funeral home. How many hearses is back in the back of that? How many U-Haul? How many rental trucks are back there with your prized possessions in the back of that hearse? Okay, that don't mean anything, ladies and gentlemen. And you're talking to somebody who knows what she's talking about. I grew up in an all-white town, all white people, okay, and I know what real wealth looks like. I know what generational wealth looks like. Okay, it's people been dead and gone years ago. Years, but their families are still benefiting. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna say this, and I know I got off track, but I'm just gonna say if you are black, you don't have any business being jealous of another black person, okay? And I'm gonna tell you what my grandma said years ago. She said, honey, I ain't jealous of nobody who got a $500 car payment. Who's jealous of that? Lord have mercy, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for me to close this up. I done went over 10 minutes, doggone it. But let's not forget our family. And I just wanted to highlight this. Prisoners on fire. Guys are actually resulting to this. They're actually setting themselves on fire. And I mean, that is, and they say, oh, well, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, it is. It may be. But what is saying in America? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Fiery Diva. And this is the Hot Flash Room. And there's nothing hotter than a hot flash.